Capricorn. Welcome to your August 2023 tarot reading. Before we get started, our Patreon is open again. We've started our Patreon again. And in that Patreon, you're getting a whole bunch of content. So it's interesting. It's I've kind of made it like a one-stop shop to get all of your astrology and all of your tarot for the month there. So for $10. So head on over to Patreon. That information is in the description box. We would love to have you in that growing family of ours. And my calendar is open. My astrology and tarot readings are open, and I've added some new journeying, some shamanic journeying, some inner child healing, soul retrievals. And if you have questions about that, you can email me at betsy@fearlessintuition.net, or you can sign up for a free 15-minute consultation, which is also on my website, and we can chat about it. But it's going to be, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to be able to offer these things. The shamanic path has really helped me to become whole, a whole person. And yeah, that sounds really funny. You're like, aren't you already whole? Yes and no. I always was whole, but I just needed to be able to be in the space to recognize it. And that's a process. So I'm grateful for what it's taken, and I want to share that with you guys. So let's see what it is, Capricorn, that you will be surrendering for August. Okay. I think most signs have been getting 2 of these surrender cards this month. So, ooh, I love these. They go together really well. Surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that may come through to guide you. Surrender to your intuition. And surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. So we have surrender to your intuition and surrender to creativity. I think you guys might have gotten something similar last month. I don't remember specifically, but these go together really, really well. And I feel like you're being asked to drop into your heart space, but more importantly, that feminine energy that we all hold inside of us, and let it be more of a flow and less of like a logical monkey mind kind of month. Like, let August flow. There's going to be a lot of reasons cosmically that you're going to want to let August flow, and the Patreon talks about I'm going to bring all of that in. But there's a lot that keeps us stuck from allowing that flow happen. And sometimes it's control. We just want to be able to have control over things, and we want to be able to know when certain things are going to happen, and we want to have the answers to everything. And that can keep us really stuck and bound and restricted. So surrender to your intuition, surrender to creativity. I'm not surprised. Saturn is in Pisces, right? Pisces is your intuition. Pisces is the flow, right? That's like, look at that. Saturn is in Pisces. The Devil came out, and then the Knight of Cups came out. Stop. Please. Saturn is the devil. The Knight of Cups is mutable water, which is Pisces. And then we have the Knight of Swords coming at the Pisces Saturn here, right? The Knight of Swords is like the aggressor. This is that I need to rush into things. I need to rush into things. I need to rush into things. When we surrender to our intuition and our creativity, there is no forcing anything. There is no controlling anything. There is no, like, you can try and build a dam to move the river in a different direction, but I guarantee you something is going to come along and change that dam in some way and ruin your entire thing there. So you have to learn a lesson and figure out a different way to get that river flowing. And maybe just let it naturally go in the way that it's meant to go instead of trying to force it in a different way. Try to change nature and try to force, right? Like sometimes when we force ourselves, we're literally changing nature, our natural instinct, our natural intuition. So, I feel like that anything that's coming to you this month has to have a lot of discernment involved and a lot of emotional maturity involved, because I feel like you can get easily triggered. I feel like when you are working on getting into a safe space for yourself, when you're working on allowing yourself to have emotional freedom in some way, which is this surrender to intuition and surrender to creativity, that's emotional freedom. And when you're doing that, your ego that has been protecting you for a very long time is going to try and fight it. And so it's up to you to really to show up for yourself, to keep showing up for yourself and keep showing up for yourself in that kind of love, right? So anything that comes at you or anything that shows up for you, you really have to ask yourself, how is that blocking my flow? How is this going to block? Is this going to block my flow? Is it not going to block my flow? Let's see. It's very hard to surrender to things when you don't feel safe. It's very hard to surrender to a flow when you don't feel safe. And it is our responsibility to find that safety for ourselves. And I know that there are circumstances in life that keep us away from feeling safe. Like, I understand that. But there's, you have the people around you should give you soft places to land, as well as you giving those other people soft places to land too. It's a reciprocity. Here, I feel like you're manifesting something. So the devil often represents work, and it represents the work that we do on ourselves. It represents our career. It's the 10th house. And we have sorry, my eye, all of a sudden just, we have the magician on that's that's a major arcana clarifying a major arcana. So we have some road signs we need to pay attention to. Right? This is like these big old fat signs in life to be like, hey, hey, hey. So coming into August, I feel like this intuition and creativity is that alchemy that you're bringing in, because this is you, right? Like, you are alchemizing yourself, right? You're alchemizing the energy around you. You're alchemizing the work. That's what the magician does. He has all the tools. He can manipulate things. Do you hear me? He can manipulate things. Careful of that power. It's very easy to manipulate things when you're the magician, okay? The Ace of Pentacles on the Knight of Cups. I feel like for some of you, it makes me feel like you're getting a job offer. For some of you, it makes me feel like you're getting a pay raise. For some of you, it makes me feel like there's either an inheritance or a gift or something like that that is coming to you, and it has, like, you are attached to it. It helps you to feel safe. There is something, and it's funny because we talk about, spirituality is, by definition, the removal of material items in our life. Right? It's not being attached to anything materially, right? But let's be honest, when you're in survival mode and you can't flow in your intuition and your creativity, you're holding on for dear life, right? I'm surprised that the Four of Pentacles wasn't here in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like something is being presented to you. And with that, I feel like you almost have like this Knight or this King of Wands. It's really funny. I feel like the King of Wands energy is actually you. And it could be a fire sign in your life. But because we have the Magician here with the Devil, like, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius energy for sure. But I feel like that the fire sign is you. And you're just very confident. And it's on this Knight of Swords that just wants to like rush right in and get things done and get things accomplished. And I feel like that is something that is possible to happen, but ask yourself to slow down when those things happen, because I feel like you rushing into things this month you might have to come back and like look at that again. During the Mercury retrograde that's happening. It starts at the end of August. So, but I do feel like something new is coming into your life. And so that's why the surrendering to your intuition is so very important. Because you want to be able to recognize that that is good for you, that is a good choice for you. It's almost as if you're learning how to trust yourself and the decisions you're making. So love this for you, Capricorn. I'm really excited for these new things coming in, and you've manifested. You've created all of this for yourself. So give yourself a good pat on the back. I love you guys. I hope to see you soon, and have a great August. Bye.